I carried ice-cold basins on my head until the sun carved a permanent scar into my skull, also she could wear a diamond tiara at her wedding. Today, she looked into my eyes and told security I was a thief trying to steal from her. The 5 a.m. darkness still clings to the Lagos bus park when Sonia hoists the dripping basin onto her head. Diesel fumes mix with the sharp smell of her own sweat. Around her, other hawkers are already shouting their wares, but Sonia moves in silence, her lips forming soundless calculations. Joy's final semester fees, minus the 2,000 naira she just earned, divided by the 60 sachets left to sell. Her feet know this route by memory, past the danfo conductors who grab at her waist, past the gutter where she once slipped and lost an entire day's profit, past the woman who sells akra and sometimes gives her the burnt ones for free. The red dust settles into the cracks of her heels, mixing with yesterday's dust and the day before that. In her wrapper, tucked against her breast, is a crumpled envelope she'll send tomorrow. Inside, every kobo she didn't spend on food, on medicine, on the sandals she needs to replace. Sonia isn't just selling pure water. She's selling her spine, her youth, her skin to the sun, building a ladder she'll never be allowed to climb, rung by rung, sachet by sachet, toward a dream that has her sister's face but will never remember her name. By noon, the basin feels like it's fused to Sonia's skull. The ice has long melted, leaving only lukewarm water that sloshes with each step. A businessman in a black suit waves her down near the third mainland bridge. She lowers the basin carefully, her neck crackling like dry wood. How much? He asks, already reaching for his wallet. 50 naira. He pays without haggling and she knows why. He doesn't see her face, just the service. She's furniture that sweats. By evening, she's sold 43 sachets. The math comes automatically now, 2,150 naira, minus the 800 she owes Mom Nkechi for yesterday's stock. That leaves 1,350. Joy's law textbooks cost 15,000. The semester exam fees are 47,000. Sonia's knees buckle slightly as she lifts the empty basin for the walk home. That night, she writes another letter. Her handwriting is the careful script of someone who left school at 15. Dear Joy, I am sending 12,000 this month. Please don't worry about me. Just read your books well. One day you will be a lawyer and we will never suffer again. She folds the money orders inside and seals it with speed because she can't afford tape. Somewhere in a university dormitory 300 kilometers away, Joy is probably studying under a bright bulb Sonia paid for, drinking bottled water Sonia carried on her head. Sonia presses the envelope to her chest and closes her eyes. Worth it. All of it. Worth it. The gold bracelet belonged to their mother. It was the only thing that survived the fire that took their parents and their childhood in one night. Sonia turns it over in her palm, watching how the afternoon light catches in the delicate links. She's worn it every day for 12 years, even when her wrist swelled from carrying the basin, even when hunger made her dizzy enough to pawn it 100 times over. But Joy's final semester fees came yesterday. 89,000 naira. The largest amount yet. The pawnbroker barely looks up when she enters his shop in Idumota. The place smells like old leather and broken dreams. How much? She asks, sliding the bracelet across the counter. He weighs it, examines it with a jeweler's loupe, then shrugs. 40,000. It's worth at least 70. 40. Take it or leave. She takes it. That evening, she stands at the Western Union office, filling out the transfer form with shaking hands. In the box marked, Message to Recipient, she writes, For your final exams. Make me proud, my sister. This is for Momo's memory too. She doesn't tell Joy about the bracelet. Some sacrifices are too heavy to share, they'd crush the person you made them for. Walking home, her wrist feels light. Too light. Like she's missing a limb. But Joy will graduate now. Joy will become Barrister Joy. And maybe that will be enough to fill the space where the gold used to be. The first month, Sonia tells herself Joy is busy with final exams. The second month, she tells herself the new job is demanding. Joy mentions something about an internship at a corporate firm in Lagos. By the third month, the silence has teeth. Sonia tries calling every Sunday. The phone rings and rings, then goes to voicemail. The number you are calling is not available. She sends text messages that turn from concern to desperate to pleading. Joy, are you well? Please just let me know you're safe. I haven't heard from you in 47 days. Even if you're angry with me, please. Just one word. Nothing. Then one day, a letter comes back. Not from Joy, from the postal service. Return to sender. Addressee has moved. No forwarding address. Sonia sits on the floor of her one-room apartment and reads that sentence 11 times. Moved. No forwarding address. She asks the neighbors, the other hawkers, anyone who might know someone who knows someone in Lagos. Finally, Mama Nkechi's cousin mentions something about a lawyer named Joy Okafor, working at Thompson and Associates. But their family name is not Chukwu. Sonia's hands go cold. Joy changed her name. Erased the past. Erased her. That night, Sonia doesn't cry. She's too empty for tears. She just sits in the dark, touching the bare spot on her wrist where the bracelet used to be, and wonders if you can die from being forgotten by the only person you ever lived for. Joy stands in the glass elevator of Thompson Tower, watching Lagos shrink beneath her. She's wearing a cream Prada suit and holding a leather briefcase that cost more than Sonia made in 6 months. She is no longer Joy Nwachukwu from Enugu. She is Joy Okafor, senior associate, orphan, self-made woman. The story she tells is polished from repetition. Parents died in a car crash when she was 17, worked 3 jobs to put herself through university, graduated top of her class through sheer willpower. Everyone loves an orphan with ambition. Miss Okafor. She turns. Emmanuel Thompson is standing in the hallway, 6 feet of old money, sharp jawline, and the kind of confidence that comes from never having wanted for anything. Mr. Thompson. I've reviewed your brief on the Agbage merger. Brilliant work. He smiles. Join me for dinner. This is how it starts. 3 months later, he proposes at a restaurant where the champagne costs 200,000 naira a bottle. 6 months after that, they are engaged. Joy looks at the diamond on her finger, flawless, enormous, blinding. In its reflection, she sees a flash of something else, a woman with a basin on her head, dust in her hair, hands cracked from work. She blinks and the image vanishes. Are you all right? Emmanuel asks. Perfect, Joy says, and she means it. She's shed her past like a snake sheds skin. Clean. Complete. Gone. And if somewhere in a village 300 kilometers away, a woman still writes letters that will never be answered, well, that woman doesn't exist anymore. The rumor reaches Sonia through Mama Nkechi's daughter, who had it from a friend who works as a cleaner at the civic center. There was a big wedding. The bride, people say she looks like you. Same face, same smile. But she was wearing millions of naira in jewelry. They said her name was Joy, something. Joy Okafor. Sonia's heart stops, restarts, stops again. Joy Okafor. Married. Rich. She borrows money for the bus fare, 14 hours through bad roads and checkpoints. She brings only 3 things: the crumpled photograph from their childhood, the address of Thompson and Associates written on a scrap of paper, and hope that has survived on nothing but fumes for 9 months. Lagos swallows her whole. The city is noise and metal and glass towers that scrape the sky. Sonia has never seen buildings this tall, cars this expensive, people who move like they've never carried anything heavier than a briefcase. She asks for directions 7 times before she finds the Thompson estate in Ikoyi. The gate is gold-plated. The security guard looks at her like she's something stuck to his shoe. I'm here to see Mrs. Thompson. Joy Thompson. She's my sister. He laughs. Madam Joy doesn't have a sister. Move along before I call the police. Please. Just tell her Sonia is here. She'll know. I said move. But Sonia doesn't move. She spent 10 years carrying weight that would break most people. A security guard's contempt is nothing. I wait, she says quietly. And she does. For 6 hours, sitting on the hot concrete, while luxury cars come and go, while the sun sets and rises on her hope. Maybe this time, Joy will remember. Maybe. Joy is at the Palms shopping mall when she sees her. At first, it's just a figure in her peripheral vision, someone in a faded Ankara print, moving with the hesitant shuffle of the displaced. Joy is about to look away when the woman turns. The world tilts. Sonia. Here. In Lagos. In her world. The eyes meet across the marble floor. Sonia's face breaks into a smile so pure, so full of relief and love that Joy feels something inside her crack. Joy. Sonia is running now, weaving between shoppers with designer bags, her arms already reaching for an embrace. Joy, oh God, I found you. I've been so worried. Emmanuel is beside Joy, holding shopping bags from Gucci and MS. His colleagues from the firm are 3 steps behind. Everyone is watching. Joy makes a choice. Security. Her voice cuts through the air like glass. Security, this woman is harassing me. Sonia stops mid-stride, her smile freezing, cracking, falling. Joy, it's me. It's Sonia. I don't know who you are. Joy's voice is ice-wrapped in silk. You're clearly mentally unstable. Emmanuel, call security. 2 guards materialize. Sonia is trying to speak, but her words are tangled in shock and disbelief. Please, I'm her sister. I just want to talk to her. Please, Joy, tell them. Joy leans close, so close only Sonia can hear. I don't have a sister, she whispers. I never did. You're just some beggar trying to extort me. If you ever come near me again, I have you arrested. Then louder, for the crowd, get this dirty village woman away from me before she tries to steal something. The guards drag Sonia away. She doesn't fight. She's gone limp, boneless, as if every piece of her has been scooped out and discarded. The last thing she sees before they throw her out is Joy, turning back to Emmanuel with a practiced laugh, touching his arm, erasing her. Again. Sometimes I wonder if you feel the weight of these moments too, the ones that reshape everything. If you've stayed this long, maybe you understand why some betrayals don't just break us, they remake the world into something unrecognizable. I don't know your story, but I'm grateful you're here for Sonia's. Sonia spends 3 days sleeping on the streets of Lagos, too broken to go home. On the 4th day, a woman named Agnes finds her sitting outside the Thompson estate gates. Agnes is the head housekeeper. She's 63 years old with kind eyes and hands that have seen a lifetime of labor. She recognizes something in Sonia's face, the particular exhaustion of someone who gave everything and received nothing. You look hungry, Agnes says simply. Come. In the servants' quarters behind the mansion, Agnes feeds her jollof rice and fried plantain. Sonia cries while she eats. The madam, Mrs. Thompson, she's my sister. Agnes doesn't look surprised. I thought I saw the resemblance. Around the eyes. She said she doesn't know me. Shame makes people cruel. Agnes refills Sonia's plate. We need a new cleaner. The pay is small, but you'll have a place to sleep and food to eat. And she doesn't finish, but Sonia understands. And you'll be close to her. Maybe proximity is enough. Maybe if Joy sees her every day, something will shift. Maybe the sister she carried on her back, the sister she sold her mother's bracelet for, is still in there somewhere. I take it, Sonia whispers. The next morning, she puts on the housekeeper's uniform, plain blue dress, white apron, invisible. Joy walks past her in the hallway without a glance. But Sonia is patient. She's carried basins for 10 years. She can carry this too. Emmanuel Thompson notices her on a Tuesday. He's been working from home, stuck on a contract clause that won't resolve itself, when he wanders into the main living room and sees her. The new cleaner is standing on a ladder beneath the Italian crystal chandelier, polishing each piece with a care that borders on reverence. Her movements are precise, methodical. She cleans the way someone might pray. "You're very thorough," he says. Sonia startles, nearly dropping her cloth. "I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to disturb." "You're not disturbing anything." He studies her for a moment. There's something familiar about her face, though he can't place it. "What's your name?" "Sonia, sir." "How long have you worked here?" 2 weeks. He nods, then surprises himself by asking, "Do you like it here?" The question seems to catch her off guard. She climbs down the ladder carefully before answering. "The house is beautiful, sir. Mrs. Thompson is very blessed." There's something in the way she says blessed, not bitter, exactly, but weighted. "You've done excellent work," Emmanuel says. "Agnes mentioned you're the best cleaner we've had." "Thank you, sir." He should leave, go back to his study, but something makes him linger. "Have we met before?" Sonia's hands tighten on the cleaning cloth. "No, sir." She's lying. He's negotiated enough deals to recognize a lie. But he doesn't press. That night, he asks Joy about the new cleaner. She barely looks up from her phone. Agnes hired her. "Why?" She seems. "I don't know." Sad. Joy's fingers pause on the screen for just a fraction of a second. "They're all sad, Emmanuel. That's why they clean other people's houses." But something in her voice sounds wrong. It happens on a Sunday morning. Joy is hosting a brunch for Emmanuel's business partners and their wives. The house is filled with people who smell like expensive perfume and talk about vacation homes in Dubai. Sonia is serving drinks, moving like a ghost between conversations. Then she sees it, Joy laughing at something Emmanuel's colleague said, her hand resting on his arm, playing the role of the perfect wife. The same laugh she used to practice in their tiny village room, when she'd dream about being somebody important. Something inside Sonia snaps. She doesn't plan it. She doesn't think. She just moves. Joy. The room goes silent. Servants don't speak at these events. They especially don't use the madam's first name. Joy's smile freezes. "What did you just say?" Sonia reaches into her uniform pocket and pulls out the photograph. It's so worn the edges have gone soft, the colors faded to ghost. 2 girls, arms around each other, grinning at a camera they borrowed from a neighbor. On the back, in their mother's handwriting, Sonia and Joy. Sisters forever. 2009. I'm your sister. Sonia's voice is steady now, clear. I sold pure water for 10 years to pay for your education. I sold Momo's bracelet for your final semester. I carried basins until my spine curved and my feet bled. And you? Her voice breaks. You told them I was a stranger. Joy has gone pale. Emmanuel is standing now, staring at his wife. Joy. His voice is careful, controlled. What is she talking about? She's insane. Emmanuel, she's clearly mentally. The photograph, he says quietly. Let me see it. Sonia hands it to him. He studies it for a long moment. The resemblance is unmistakable, the same eyes, the same smile, 15 years younger. You told me you were an orphan, Emmanuel says to Joy. You told me your entire family died. I can explain. Explain what? That you've been lying to me for 2 years. That you have a sister you pretended was dead. His voice is rising now, each word sharper than the last. That's why you were spending my money on handbags and jewelry. She was, what? Selling water. Sleeping on the streets. Joy's carefully constructed world is collapsing, and everyone can see it happening in real time. If you've made it this far, you've witnessed something most people turn away from, the moment when lies crack open and truth bleeds out. Some stories don't give us easy answers. They just ask us to bear witness. And maybe, sometimes, that's enough. The guests leave in a hurry, whispering. Emmanuel sends Sonia upstairs to one of the guest rooms, the kind with marble bathrooms and silk sheets. Then he goes to find his wife. Joy is in their bedroom, pacing. Let me explain. No. His voice is flat, final. You don't get to explain. You get to listen. He tells her about his mother, who died when he was young. About how his father remarried a woman who had 2 daughters from a previous marriage. About how those stepsisters treated him like that until his father's business succeeded, and then suddenly they wanted to be family again. I married you because I thought you were different, he says. I thought you understood what it meant to build yourself from nothing. But you didn't build yourself. She built you. And the moment you didn't need her anymore, you threw her away like garbage. Joy is crying now, but Emmanuel's face is torn. Here's what's going to happen, he continues. Sonia stays. In the main house, in the best guest room. You will apologize to her. You will make amends. And until I see genuine change, not performance, not manipulation, genuine change, you don't touch a single kobo of my money. Emmanuel, please. I'm not finished. His voice drops lower. Your credit cards are cancelled. Your allowance is suspended. If you want money, you'll ask Sonia for it. And maybe, if she's more generous than you deserve, she'll give it to you. He turns to leave, then stops. The woman who raised you, who sacrificed everything, she's the person I thought I married. Not you. You're just someone wearing her achievements like stolen clothes. 3 months later. Sonia sits in the study that used to intimidate her, reviewing business proposals. Emmanuel has invested in her dream, a water distribution company that employs women like her, women who used to carry basins on their heads and now drive delivery trucks. Joy enters, hesitant. She's thinner now, quieter. She's been working as a junior associate at a different firm, living in a modest apartment, learning what it means to build something with your own hands. I brought the quarterly report you asked for, Joy says softly. Sonia takes them, scanning the numbers. Joy's company is doing well, the non-profit that provides legal aid to street vendors. Good work, Sonia says. It's not forgiveness. Not yet. Maybe never. But it's something. Joy lingers in the doorway. I'm sorry. She says it every time they speak now, and each time it sounds a little more like she means it. I know I can never. No, Sonia agrees. You can't. But sometimes, late at night, Sonia thinks about their mother's bracelet. About how you can melt gold down and reshape it into something new. How some things, once broken, can't be restored, but maybe, with enough heat and pressure and time, they can become something different. Something that catches the light in a new way. Joy leaves. Sonia returns to her work. Outside, Lagos moves and breathes and swallows people whole. But in this house, in this moment, a woman who once carried the world on her head has finally set it down. And the world, for once, is carrying her.